All right, here we go. So golf specific training 1.0. What I'm going to do is just kind of go through the weeks and hit some of the main focuses, main exercises that you guys can continue to do. So the first thing we were doing was a rotation towards that front leg. I'll go ahead and do the rotation towards and away from the front leg. I can use my box, or I put here, foot, hand on the box. I'm turning into that front leg this way, head down, and then I turn my foot out to where my hip opens, and I turn away from the front leg, keeping that knee stable, back and forth. Then we have our load and punches, where we're here. The whole idea is I'm loading that one side, punching through, loading, punching. I'll do both sides, load, punch, right there. Then we have our elastic rows, where I am here. I pull, squeeze the shoulder blades 10 times, palms in, turn the hands over 10 times, turn the hands up 10 times. We have our snow skiers. Taking my handles right here, grab this way, tight stomach. I find that spine angle, and I nice and fast, without changing the spine angle, keeping that pelvic tilt, tight stomach, like so. We also have our step back, knee in, hands here, finding that spine angle, touch and up, touch and up, holding that spine angle, trying to maintain that pelvic tilt that way. Flat stomach, abs are engaged, again, back, up, back, up. Then we have we have a lateral step up to stork turn, which is where we go lateral step, stork turn, lateral step, stork turn, lateral step, stork turn, lateral step, stork turn. You can start to really step far with a little power if you're able. We have posting the leg, and I'll go ahead and do posting the leg and turning, where we grab our band, our pad, feed it through here, like so. Then I find something to put it around. I'm here. I'm bending the knee, straightening the knee. Bend, straighten. I'll switch legs so you can see, but bend, straighten, bend, straighten. Sucking in the stomach, squeezing the glutes. I can then go into a post and turn. Bend, straighten, turn. On the other side, it looks like this. Same thing, bend, straighten, turn. Trying to pivot that foot. Then we can go in, we have our rotations with our ball and elastic. So I got my ball, I got my elastic band. So I'm hugging that elastic, that ball, other hand's coming here. I want to pelvic tilt and suck in the stomach nice and tightly. where I'm going to go here, pelvic tilt, rotate, and back. Rotate and back. This is not a mobility exercise. This is more engaging the abs, strengthening the abs through rotation. Don't try to crank it all the way around. You want about 75% of the turn and back to keeping tension on the band. We also have our kneeling rows with elastic. So these blue pads on one knee. Key here, pelvic tilt. You're going to feel that stretch in the front of that leg. Holding that band, pull, squeeze the shoulder blades, keeping that pelvic tilt, keeping that stretch in the front of the leg here. Right there. Try not to lean back with it, but stay up. Squeeze the shoulder blades. 15 on each side. We go into our weight shifting exercises where we put that band around our hips. We have our band, the same band we use for the post and the turn. I put it around my waist here, and I'm looking to go right to left, right to left, right to left. Really loading that hip, firing through. Boom. You can start punching with this. I have another band. Where band in my hand, and I am load, punch, load, punch. Then we have, let's see, we talked about the rotation machine, which is this machine here, the core torso rotation. Same idea where you want a pelvic tilt, tight stomach, not trying to rotate with some huge rotation, but trying to maintain that pelvic tilt, tight stomach. Let's see, what else? Windshield wipers, really starting to look into that hip mobility. Some of the limiting factors is that hip internal rotation. So what we can do is a couple versions. Got my mat. I'll put down here. If you can see me. Got a ball. Got a red ball. So, what we can do, got your red ball here, put it between the knees. You can put something behind your head, it's fine. Ball between the knees, hold those knees in. Don't stress the core and low back. Knees are in, open and close the knees. So what I'm doing here is open, close the knees, and then we're going to go ball between the feet, like so, holding the knees up and down, up and down, keeping that red ball between the knees, up and down. This is a good way to kind of loosen those hips and help that internal hip rotation. We got side steps, really starting to strengthen those glutes, especially in that lateral plane where we're going to get our band, light resistance, probably blue if you're here in the fitness center. You're going to step on the band, both feet, crisscross, tight stomach, wide steps, 20 one way, 20 back the other way. Keep the toes turned in and the stance wide. We also have we started to progress that lunge, that twisting towards and away from the knee. We progress that into a lunge and twist, where take a ball or dumbbell and you're going to step, drop, turn towards that front knee, step, turn towards the other front knee. You then can go step, turn away from the front knee. My right foot is in front, right knee is in front, so turning to my left, that's away from the front leg. Same thing, other side, step away. It requires a lot of stability, a lot of separation between the upper and lower body. We got into the cable backswing and then the ball push on the wall. Not going to worry about the cable backswing because there's not really anybody going to be with you to show you if you're doing it right. So we're just going to go straight into that ball push on the wall, where we're going to take the big stability ball, find a wall, and pretend like this is a wall here. But you're going to go hips up against the ball. Make sure you're close enough to where you can take that backswing and the ball doesn't drop. If I'm too far out, I take my backswing and the ball drops. But if I start in closer, I can take my backswing. My weight is on my right foot. I'm about 80% of that weight on the right foot, and you're going to rotate in as you push into that ball. Rotate into that ball. You're trying to push into that ball. There should be a squeeze of that ball as you go from right to left. Try not to let the arms do all the motion. Keep your hands here, shoulders back, so that you can separate and create that whipping motion. And we have slams. Some week 5 stuff starting to look a little more like the 2.0. And we got things like slams, where we can take the medicine ball, slam it down, catch it, slam it down, catch it, slam it down, catch it. Don't let this ball come back and hit you in the face. Suck in the stomach, keep it tight. You can also go to your knees to create a little more instability through the core and a little faster tempo. Right there, get that ball over the head and slamming it down nice and quickly with control. Then we have our jammers, which everybody liked, where we can take the ball. You're going to be a star. Hollywood's calling. Come on in, you can demonstrate and be famous. Famous among QEK members. So I got my bar, little plate, something to stabilize. Put the bar on the plate. Find your stance. You want to be about 45 degrees from the line of the bar. You're squatting, hips go back. You're putting your weight into that right side, and then you're firing through. Squat, fire through. You can add weight onto this bar to make it harder if you need to. Push, fire through, fire through. The last one I'm going to show you, a little kneeling rotations. Take another pad for your knees. Put it on the ground. Catch that band down low. Get this bar out of the way. And knee on the ground. Again, pelvic tilt, just like we did with that exercise where you're pulling in and squeezing the shoulder blades, that same position. Band is directly to my side. I hold this band, right hand over the right knee, left hand on the band, suck in really tightly. Keep that pelvic tilt, rotate until that left hand is over the left knee. I'm going to hold for 10 seconds. Make sure you turn your shoulders and you don't just do the arms. Don't just do this. Take the shoulders and rotate the shoulders. Woo. Tight stomach. 3, 2, 1, and back. 3, 2, 1. Notice I don't come all the way back to here. I stop right there. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Do both sides by just spinning around this way. I have my outside leg in front, so I'm turning into that hip without letting my knee fall out. So I'm working on loading that hip. Those exercises right there will pretty much take care of you between now and when you sign up for 2.0, because I know you guys all are going to do that, because that's where the real fun is. Also, in this, I'll give you guys a link to all the wall exercises we did, that posture series. I'm going to do a whole separate video that has that. And then I'm going to do a video for the 2.0 people, but I'll include that video in with the email so you can get a little peek of what we're doing there. All right, guys, it was a pleasure working out with you. Keep up the hard work. Don't stop. And hope golf goes well. Thanks, guys.